Life Path 8. Let's talk about what is going on with you guys right now. I am downloading an intuitive message from my guides to deliver to you at this time. I'm actually doing this on the eclipse of April 8th. So if you're seeing this in real time, these are going to be the messages that you need to see to maneuver this energy. If you're seeing it later, then it's going to be for you. Keep in mind, this is 2024 and this is a universal year 8. So you guys are going to be heavily charged this year. These are just going to be some tips that I'm getting from you for you guys. It's going to help you to maneuver. It is not in any way to for you to feel attacked or anything. It's just what I am downloading from my guides to help out my life path 8. The first message that I'm downloaded for you guys is that it's time for you to slow down. Some of you are just doing a bit too much action, too much movement, and you need to slow your energy down. I know it's hard because you are that life path 8 and you guys like to go full force ahead, but you have to get out of the mind a bit and kind of slow down your movements. Don't be so quick to react. Use the turtle as your spirit guide at this time. Remember, slow and steady, you will win the race. Some of you are rushing into things, rushing into relationships, and rushing into decisions, rushing into jobs or new, just a lot of rush is what I'm getting. It's a lot. And it's kind of messing up some of your manifestations because you're leaping before you actually sit with it a bit. Slow it down. You don't have to be so busy. You do not have to have 8, 10 things to do to check off each day. You guys can sit with yourself and just feel more. Just feel more. And it's time for you to kind of slow down the rush. And life is not a marathon. You have to enjoy the journey. So there's no need for you to rush so much or feel like you have to be busy. You don't have to be busy all the time. It is okay to sit with yourself, meditate, and be still at times. This will help you guys maneuver this energy a lot more because you're going to feel it, especially no matter what your personal year is. You're going to feel a lot more because you are a life path 8 and this is a very karmic year. The energy you guys put out is what you're getting back. So if you're putting out an energy of rush, 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 you're going to keep getting this rush, rush, rush energy. And you guys need to just kind of sit with it a bit. The second message that I am downloading from my guys is some of you may be a bit suffocating the energy of the people that are around you, meaning, and if people, places, or things are leaving your life, let it go at this time. You don't have to try to hold on to everything. And some of you may be a bit too much of kind of an energy of thinking that it's personal. People come along your path when they are supposed to, and sometimes these contracts or these timelines don't fit anymore. And if something or some place or job, a person, just you know what it is. If it's leaving, let it go so the new can flow. You shouldn't have to like over you guys are powerful people and you can have very powerful energy and at times it can consume the things or people around you with that big powerful energy. And just like step 1, once you slow down and kind of like get into yourself, you will notice that you won't have to be so overbearing is the word I keep hearing. Just slow down and don't suffocate anything or places or things. If it's leaving, let it go. The third step is to step into your power and get out of your ego. This means you guys are powerful people. Step into that power of yours. Don't overthink things or be so egotistical and prideful about things. It is okay to just step back a bit and find your inner power so that could shine through. That's another thing to tie into the second message I was getting is some of you are relying on other people for your power and you don't. You guys are life path 8. You're here to make big moves in big ways. And if you have an army of people around you, you're going to not exactly know which way to go. And you may be picking up on others' energies or putting off that kind of energy. And you need to step into your personal power and out of that ego of yours. Don't let the ego control you. It's here to give you things that you may desire and want, but it's not here to control you. Your power comes from within, not by the things that you have. Kind of tie into the third step. Don't let the material world rule you. Step into your spirituality more. You are not your things. You are not your car. You are not the things you own. You are not how you dress. You are not, all of these things do not define who you are. And it's time for you to find out who you are without the material things. I say this to say because that is your life path number. It's about material power, gain, and wealth. But that is just not all of the essence of who you are. You are so much more than these things. So if you find yourself defining your personal power or your personality based upon the things you have, then it's going to be an uncomfortable year for you guys. You have to step out of that kind of materialistic kind of thought pattern that some of you, when you're on your shadow side, can step into. You're not, it doesn't matter. You may feel sometimes that maybe you don't have enough, and because you don't have enough, that people don't look at you a certain way or respect you. That is simply not true. You're beautiful souls, and you're here to give. You guys are very nurturing people as well. You feel best when you're given. You're not, so don't think that you, because you don't have to give, that people won't be around you. That's not the case at all. They love you because of who you are, not because of what you have. So please remember that and step into your spirituality more. It's time for you guys to meditate, go within, find your inner strength, your inner power, and that way you will know exactly who you are, what you're supposed to do, because some of you are supposed to lead and teach in some kind of way. Some of the struggles that you've been through was not by fault, but by design, so you can push through it and help the next person. So if you find that you're letting the material world rule you, it's time to step back, slow down. You don't have to jump to the next job or take the next opportunity that's going to give you more material wealth in order for you to feel fulfilled. You could feel fulfilled without it. And it's not saying that you're not going to get it, because that's what you were born to do. But if you keep going and going, and you're going to be in this like kind of hamster wheel of not knowing your true purpose, okay? Some of you are so much more than this, so much more. Some of you have such creative ventures and things that you've put to the side because you don't feel like it's going to pay off or give you wealth. If you're writers, if you're creators, if you've thought about doing something YouTube or inspiring others, this is your message, this is your divine message right now to do that. You don't have to continue to bring in material things and gains in order to feel fulfilled. The next message I have for you guys: step out of your comfort zone and take risk. You are a powerhouse. You come here to make something big. Some of you are just way too comfortable at the job you're at, and you've been in it for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever. It's comfort, and you guys love to feel secured, and I get that. But if you have a creative venture, if you have a hobby, if you have something else that you've been putting on the back burner, it's time for you to step out and take the chance and risk and do it. You don't have to quit your job in order to do your whatever other thing that you're being inspired to do at this time. Do it. Write the book, publish it, do what you have to do. Start a YouTube channel if you're feeling drawn to. Some of you want to start a spiritual grace practice in some way. If you're feeling the nudge, it's time. Humanity needs you. Don't gatekeep the information that God has given you to release to the world. It's just not that kind of energy at this time. So go ahead and take risk. Some of you need to move from the places that you're at into new cities, because the where you're at, you cannot grow. It's kind of like a plant. When a plant is in a small pot and it's growing and it's growing, but it can only grow so much because of the it's being stifled by this small container it's in. So now you have to repot it into something bigger, and you see how it will grow more. This is what you're being asked to do. Some of you take that risk and step out of your comfort zone. The next thing that you guys need to know is that 8 is a very karmic number, and this is a universal year 8. This is your life path number. This is a very karmic year for the collective, but especially for you in particular. 8 with the karmic energy of it is about a flow, an infinite flow. So the energy that's going out is what's going to be coming back in. Meaning, if you're giving out a lot of love and energy, because that's what you guys are, you operate from the heart. You have a very feminine, loving kind of energy, motherly energy where you love to nurture and give to the people that you have closest and means the most to you. And if that's the energy you're giving out, that is what you're going to get back. On the flip note, if you're giving out of energy of take, 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 like you're just consuming other people's energy and consuming whatever it is that they have to give. Perhaps you guys are on a shadow kind of aspect right now where you don't feel like you have that much to give, so you're kind of taking that energy. That is what is going to be reflected back at you. If you're in a lack mentality, like there's never enough to go around, you never have enough, things are never working out, that is what you're going to receive back. So keep in the positive. The way for you guys to keep positive is to ground yourself. Life Path 8 is about balance. You guys are supposed to balance the material world with the spiritual world and meet it in the heart center. That's where you will find all of your material needs, all of your abundance. Abundance is not just about money and wealth, it's abundance of love, it's abundance of health, it's abundance of peace. And if that's what you're seeking, you must give out peaceful energy. If you want love, you must give out love and energy. For you guys in particular, that is what is going to come back to you. So make sure you're staying on that right side of the eight. It's infinite. Just like the number zero doesn't end, eight doesn't end. If you notice in your life, you manifest good or you manifest bad quickly, is because it starts within the mind and what you perceive and what you put out. Your energy is pure. So put out that pure love and hearted energy, and that is what is going to come back to you. If you guys want to really step into your power this year and you feel like you want to start the business or if you want to take a creative route, do it. It's like seeing double eights. If you guys are seeing 888, 88888, or the double eights, it's guiding you towards your abundance, it's guiding you towards your power, it's guiding you towards your grace. So put that out, and that is what you will receive back. Also, how are you treating yourself this year is how others will treat you. So treat yourself with some tender love and care. Go out on walks, get grounded, take your shoes off and walk barefoot in nature. Be kind to yourself, be kind to the earth. That is what will come back to you. Be kind to yourself, others will be kind to you. If you treat yourself like a doormat, that is how others will treat you as well. This does go for everybody in the collective because of the year, and also that's just how energy works. But for you guys particular, because you have the eight, it is very karmic. It's a huge karmic number. Work on your relationships this year. Work on how you show up for people, and also notice how people show up for you. The more you show up for yourself, then people will reflect that back to you. It will be projected from the inside out. Do not think you're not good enough. Do not think in lack. Do not think in any of that kind of energy. Stay in your power, stay in your love and grace, and you can accomplish anything that you want to this year. If you guys need any more help maneuvering energy, if you need help with more guidance, I have online courses that can help you in any kind of stage that you're at. If you want to learn numerology, if you want to learn universal laws, or perhaps you're on a spiritual awakening journey and you want to learn all the steps of that, I will link it in the description and you guys can take a look and find out whatever suits you best to help you along this time. That's part of my path, is to help guide and teach and lead. I'm not a life path 8, I'm a 1, but I also have been around a lot of 8s, and the 8 and the 1 kind of go hand in hand because all of us love to lead. We love to be in our power, and we also love to give. We feel very nurtured in that way. So if you're interested, I'm going to leave the link below for my Student Ascensions Online School for Empaths, okay? Other than that, you guys have a blessed time, and I'll see you in the next intuitive message. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao.